Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about a coin that almost everyone has seen, but only a tiny number of people truly understand. The Monticello Jefferson nickel. Yes, that little 5-cent piece in your pocket might be worth thousands, tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars if you've got the right year, mint mark, or condition. These ultra-rare nickels are the ones collectors chase, auctions fight over, and coin hunters dream of finding. So let's jump into the top 10 most valuable Jefferson nickels that could make you rich today. Let's get started. First up, the 1954 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark, even in a dirty circulated condition, has become a favorite among collectors who know how powerful rarity and historical significance can be. This coin may look simple at first glance, but its hidden charm and market potential are absolutely worth exploring. The Jefferson nickel series has always had a strong footprint in the numismatic world, and the 1954 issue stands out because it reflects a unique period in American history. Minted less than a decade after World War II, this coin represents a country rebuilding, expanding, and entering a new age of prosperity. Coins from this era carry a strong historical energy, and the 1954 nickel is no exception, making it an appealing addition for collectors and historians alike. The absence of a mint mark on this 1954 nickel tells us that it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which was known for its high-quality production and iconic designs. The Philadelphia Mint produced many of the nation's most circulated coins, but certain years like 1954 produced coins that today hold enhanced collectible interest due to demand, survival numbers, and design appeal. This distinction makes the no-mint mark version a standout in the Jefferson nickel Timuli. One of the most admired features of the 1954 Jefferson nickel is its classic Monticello design on the reverse. The iconic building, home of Thomas Jefferson, is sharply centered with elegant architectural detail that remains timeless. The obverse showcases Jefferson's profile, a design created by Felix Schlag that has maintained popularity for decades. Even in dirty circulated condition, collectors love how the design remains recognizable and historically powerful. What separates this coin from ordinary pocket change is not only its age, but also the rising appreciation collectors show for early to mid-20th century American coins. The 1954 nickel has reached strong demand because many pieces have worn down or disappeared from circulation over the decades. Dirty condition does not reduce collector interest. In fact, it often becomes a sign of age and authenticity, marking the coin as a survivor of its era. Collectors understand that circulated coins tell stories, and the 1954 nickel is no exception. Each mark, each discoloration, and each bit of wear speaks to the journey this coin has taken over more than 70 years. While uncirculated examples exist, circulated and dirty examples remain equally intriguing because they capture the essence of their historical time. This natural aging adds character and appeal that buyers appreciate. Rarity plays a major role in determining the demand and market power of the 1954 no-mint mark nickel. While millions were minted, only a smaller percentage remain in collectible-worthy condition today. Surviving examples continue to grow in demand as collectors compete to secure vintage nickels from the 1950s. As fewer high-quality pieces remain, even moderately worn coins rise in significance, raising market value. Condition always influences value, but even in dirty circulated condition, the 1954 nickel is considered a desirable acquisition. This is because the underlying design often remains strong despite surface discoloration. Many collectors view these coins as excellent opportunities to own an authentic mid-century piece without the extreme price tag of mint-state coins. Demand stays strong because every example holds historical charm. Today's action market shows a growing interest in Jefferson nickels, especially from the 1940s and 1950s. This period represents a golden age of American numismatics, and higher buyer activity continues to drive prices upward. The 1954 nickel sits comfortably in the center of this surge, gaining both recognition and respect from new collectors and seasoned experts. Investors appreciate its steady upward trend. When it comes to market value, the 1954 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel in circulated dirty condition can still attract impressive attention. Values increase based on preservation, eye appeal, and market momentum. Even lower-graded examples attract collectors seeking starter pieces or additions to full-year nickel sets. The rising interest in vintage nickels ensures healthy value growth in today's markets. The coin's value also benefits from its strong historical connection to Thomas Jefferson, a founding father and third president of the United States. His contribution to American architecture, political thought, and education makes any coin bearing his image timeless and meaningful. This emotional connection further raises the desirability of the 1954 nickel among patriotic collectors. Collectors seeking long-term gains appreciate how coins like this continue to climb in market visibility. The 1954 nickel carries a reliable investment profile because it holds both sentimental and intrinsic value. Even circulated examples are known to perform well in auctions and online markets when presented properly, proving the coin's enduring strength. If you are a collector searching for a valuable addition to your collection, the 1954 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark is a smart pick. Its strong demand, recognizable design, and attractive market trend make it a rewarding piece to hold. Even in dirty condition, it stands tall as a wonderful representation of mid-century American coinage. Collectors looking to purchase should always evaluate key details such as the clarity of the Monticello image, the outline of Jefferson's profile, and the overall originality of the coin's surface. Dirty condition is not a drawback. It simply reflects the natural age of the piece. Many collectors prefer to keep the coin as is to maintain authenticity. For those who collect for investment, storing the coin in a protective holder is a great way to maintain its condition. Even circulated coins can benefit from simple preservation methods. Good storage ensures long-term value retention and makes the coin more appealing to future buyers. In conclusion, the 1954 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel remains a powerful collectible with excellent value potential. Its historical significance, strong design, and rising demand make it an outstanding coin to highlight in any serious collection. Whether you are a beginner or a seasoned collector, this vintage nickel offers both beauty and opportunity, proving once again that even a simple 5-cent piece can carry extraordinary worth. Next up, the Jefferson nickel has always been a powerful symbol of American history, and the 1958 Monticello 5-cent coin stands out as one of the most eye-catching pieces from the mid-20th century. In today's booming coin collecting world, this coin is gaining attention for its rising value, beautiful design, and strong collector interest. In this video, we will explore why the 1958 nickel has become a treasure in the modern action market and why it deserves a special place in your collection. The story of the Jefferson nickel began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel with a fresh and modern design. By 1958, the coin had already built a strong heritage, and its Denver-minted pieces carried unmatched consistency and striking detail. The 1958 issue reflects a time of economic growth, craftsmanship, and national pride, making every surviving coin a valuable historical artifact. One of the most appealing features of the 1958 Jefferson nickel is its elegant design created by artist Felix Schlag. The obverse displays the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson with sharp, crisp lines that highlight the strength of American leadership. The very fine condition of the coin allows these design elements to remain bold and highly noticeable, increasing its visual impact. The reverse of the coin features the magnificent Monticello building, Jefferson's home, and a symbol of architectural brilliance. The 1958 nickels often show beautiful clarity in the steps, windows, and shape of the structure, and collectors continue to seek out examples where these details remain strongly preserved. This design makes the coin instantly recognizable and a delight to examine. The Denver mint mark, positioned on the reverse to the right of Monticello, adds another layer of collectability. The mint mark elevates the coin's desirability because Denver produced a limited yet consistent output that year, creating a demand for pieces that remain in very fine condition today. This mint mark boosts both curiosity and value, making it a standout among mid-century Jefferson nickels. When we discuss rarity, the 1958 nickel holds a strong position in the collectible world. While many were minted, only a smaller percentage survive today in the kind of very fine condition collectors want. Circulation, time, and handling reduced the number of quality pieces available, making high-grade examples more attractive and increasingly valuable in the present action market. Collectors value coins that still show sharp detail, strong luster, and minimal wear, and the 1958 D nickel in very fine condition meets these expectations beautifully. The coin's surfaces often retain a pleasing original tone, making it stand out visually even after decades of age. This combination of charm and preservation drives its demand upward. The collector demand for this coin has been steadily increasing, especially as the market continues to appreciate mid-century U.S. coinage. Enthusiasts recognize the 1958 D nickel as one of the more desirable late 1950s issues, and its affordability compared to earlier rarities gives new collectors an accessible entry point while still offering solid growth potential. Current market value for the 1958 D Jefferson nickel can vary depending on sharpness and overall appeal, but very fine condition coins can attract impressive prices in both local and online auctions. As demand continues to rise, collectors appreciate this coin as a smart long-term investment with strong potential for value growth. The action market today responds strongly to coins with history, beauty, and scarcity, making the 1958 D nickel a top choice for collectors aiming to build wealth through numismatics. Many collectors actively seek examples that have survived with clear details, and this competition drives bidding energy and ensures high market performance. For anyone looking to invest, this coin offers an excellent blend of history and profit potential. Its attractive design, Denver mint mark, and growing collector interest place it in a category of coins that continue to rise in both popularity and financial value. The coin's strength in the market makes it a confident addition to any collection. If you are fortunate enough to already have this coin, preserving it is essential. Keeping it in a protective holder will prevent further wear and help maintain the coin's beauty and value. A properly stored coin always shows better results in future auctions and private sales. For those searching for a 1958 D nickel, focus on selecting pieces with strong details, minimal surface marks, and sharp Monticello features. These qualities always stand out to professional graders, increasing both desirability and future potential for higher returns. Collectors often enjoy the hunt for Jefferson nickels because every coin tells a piece of American history. The 1958 D Jefferson nickel is an excellent example of that story, combining age, artistry, and rarity in a single powerful package. Each collector who finds one in very fine condition knows they have secured a genuine treasure. As modern collectors continue to value coins with strong visual character and historical significance, this coin remains positioned firmly in high demand. Its presence in the market shows no signs of slowing down, proving its importance year after year. In conclusion, the 1958 D Monticello Jefferson nickel in very fine condition stands among the most desirable mid-century nickels, celebrated for its beauty, rarity, and strong market performance. If you are building a collection, seeking profit, or simply fascinated by historical coins, this piece is a must-have treasure that shines brightly in today's numismatic world. Next up, the 1941 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is one of those classic American coins that continues to spark excitement among collectors even decades after it first left the mint. This video takes you deep into the story behind this fascinating coin, exploring why it remains such a standout piece in today's action-packed numismatic market. From its historic roots to its unexpected value in circulated condition, this 1941 nickel proves that old American coinage still has the power to surprise even seasoned collectors. To appreciate the importance of the 1941 Jefferson nickel, we need to step back into the early 1940s, a time when the world was undergoing major change. The United States Mint was producing millions of coins to keep the economy moving, and the Jefferson nickel was already becoming a beloved design only a few years after replacing the Buffalo nickel. The 1941 issue, especially the one with no mint mark produced in Philadelphia, represents a steady era before wartime changes altered coin compositions. This makes it a snapshot of American history frozen in metal. The Jefferson nickel series debuted in 1938, and the early 1940s coins are widely appreciated for their classic and elegant design. The obverse features the proud portrait of Thomas Jefferson, captured with timeless detail, while the reverse showcases the dome of Monticello, his iconic Virginia home. These early strikes were sharp, artistic, and deeply connected to American heritage, which is why collectors always show strong interest in coins from this era. One of the most outstanding features of the 1941 nickel without a mint mark is its clean and balanced design that has stood the test of time. Even coins that have traveled through years of circulation still retain a recognizable charm. Collectors love the flowing details in Jefferson's hair, the bold lettering, and the symmetrical appearance of Monticello. In circulated condition, these features create a unique character that many coin enthusiasts find appealing and highly collectible. Another important feature of the 1941 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel is its pre-war composition. This particular coin was made using the original 75% copper and 25% nickel alloy, giving it durability and a classic metallic shine that collectors admire. Because wartime nickels from 1942 to 1945 contained silver, the 1941 issue stands out as one of the last early nickels crafted in the traditional alloy, making it an important point in the series. Collectors also appreciate the historical accuracy and artistic precision of the 1941 issue. The Philadelphia Mint produced these coins without a mint mark, which helps distinguish them from the Denver and San Francisco varieties. For many collectors, owning a Philadelphia strike from this year completes an essential part of the Jefferson nickel timeline, increasing the coin's desirability in any collection. When it comes to rarity, the 1941 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark may have been produced in large quantities initially, but finding high-quality, problem-free circulated examples today is a different story. Many of these coins were heavily used in commerce, and only a limited number have survived with strong details and attractive surfaces. This scarcity in desirable condition fuels powerful collector demand, especially among those building full-date nickel sets. Even circulated examples of the 1941 nickel have become harder to locate as more collectors turn their attention toward early Jefferson issues. The competition for these coins in good-looking condition has grown significantly, and many collectors now recognize the long-term growth potential of these early pre-war dates. This rise in attention strengthens the coin's reputation in today's active market. The condition of a circulated 1941 Jefferson nickel plays a major role in its ultimate desirability. Coins that still hold clear details, readable steps on Monticello, bold lettering, and balanced wear always gain faster attention. Collectors look for original surfaces that maintain natural aging rather than harsh cleaning, and these well-preserved circulated examples often achieve impressive market prices. In the modern coin market, the 1941 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark continues to show strong movement. Depending on eye appeal, level of detail, and overall charm, circulated pieces regularly attract enthusiastic buyers. Even though these coins are from a common era, their growing demand among collectors and investors has pushed their value upward, especially as early Jefferson nickels gain more recognition. A nice circulated 1941 Jefferson nickel from Philadelphia can often bring several dollars in the open market, and coins with exceptional detail may reach higher ranges. While the values vary based on the coin's appearance, the demand remains steady and strong, supporting the belief that this is a coin with long-term value potential. Its increasing popularity ensures that collectors remain eager to secure the best examples they can find. Collectors who are working with a long-term vision appreciate the upward trend in early Jefferson nickel demand. Many understand that pre-war nickels, especially those with strong historical significance, continue to rise in popularity as more enthusiasts discover the beauty of the series. The 1941 nickel without a mint mark is no exception, and its consistent performance in auctions and private sales reinforces its status as a valuable collectible. For collectors interested in acquiring a 1941 Jefferson nickel, a few simple strategies can help maximize success. Look for circulated examples with strong detail, natural toning, and a pleasing look overall. Spending a little extra time examining the surfaces can make a big difference in securing a quality coin that maintains long-lasting value. Collectors should also consider reputable dealers and verified sellers to ensure they are obtaining genuine pieces. Storing these nickels properly is essential for maintaining their quality. Even circulated coins benefit greatly from soft holders or protective flips that prevent further wear. With the correct care, a 1941 Jefferson nickel can remain stable for decades, allowing collectors to enjoy both its beauty and its long-term financial value. The 1941 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is one of those remarkable coins that blends beauty, history, and growing value all in one package. It stands as a reminder of America's pre-war era and remains a favorite among collectors who appreciate classic coinage with solid investment potential. Its strong presence in the market today shows just how powerful early Jefferson nickels have become. In conclusion, the 1941 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel in circulated condition is a treasure that continues to shine brightly in the numismatic world. Its historical importance, appealing design, increasing rarity, and rising market value make it a standout coin that every collector should consider adding to their collection. As demand continues to grow, this coin proves once again that even circulated classic American coinage can carry big value and strong collector appeal. Next up, the Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel from the year 1959 without a mint mark. Even though this coin may appear in circulated condition and show signs of age, it still carries an impressive level of collector interest and can hold surprising market value. The story behind this nickel and why collectors chase it so aggressively will make you look at your pocket change in a whole new way. The Jefferson nickel series has a rich legacy, beginning in 1938 and continuing for decades. By the late 1950s, the United States Mint was fully engaged in producing coins that reflected national pride and historical depth. The 1959 nickel stands as a representation of post-war stability and the growing economy. Coins minted during this era carry both historical charm and nostalgic appeal, making them favorites for modern collectors who value cultural significance as much as rarity. The absence of a mint mark on the 1959 Jefferson nickel tells us that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the most historically important facilities in U.S. coin production. Philadelphia produced coins with exceptional consistency, and this particular year is no exception. Even though the coin is from a common mint, the combination of its vintage age and overall demand in today's collectible market elevates its desirability. The obverse of the 1959 nickel showcases the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag. Jefferson's profile is crisp, authoritative, and timeless, capturing the dignity of one of America's founding fathers. Even in circulated condition, many examples still show strong facial details, especially in the hair and cheek area, adding to their collectible charm. This classic portrait has become one of the most recognizable designs in U.S. numismatics. On the reverse, the legendary Monticello building takes center stage, representing Jefferson's architectural brilliance and intellectual legacy. Even on worn examples, the structure remains identifiable and visually appealing. Collectors admire the geometric simplicity and clean lines of the Monticello design, which has made the Jefferson nickel series a masterpiece of enduring American coin artistry. What makes the 1959 Jefferson nickel particularly unique is the combination of its early series age and strong collector interest. While many nickels from the 1950s entered circulation heavily, the 1959 Philadelphia strike holds a special place because it is one of the last years before the coin shortage of the early 1960s. This historical detail alone adds significant appeal to collectors who prioritize era-based rarity. Although millions of these coins were minted, finding them today in solid circulated condition with clear details is becoming harder each year. Many examples were used extensively and worn down beyond collectible standards. But a 1959 nickel that still holds good facial definition, a visible Monticello, and acceptable rim strength becomes an excellent discovery, especially for beginner and mid-level collectors seeking valuable vintage nickels. Collectors are always eager to find earlier-date Jefferson nickels because they represent the beginning decades of the series before major design changes occurred. The 1959 nickel fits perfectly into this narrative. It carries vintage charm, historical weight, and a sense of prestige that newer nickels simply cannot match. Its growing scarcity is not due to low mintage, but due to natural disappearance from circulation over time. The condition of your coin plays an important role in value, but even circulated examples can command impressive market attention. A circulated 1959 nickel that retains strong features still appeals to collectors, especially those building year-by-year albums or hunting for pre-1960 coins. Many collectors often upgrade their albums, increasing the demand for coins in better circulated condition. The action market today is extremely strong for older Jefferson nickels, especially those that have survived in decent shape. The 1959 issue has continued to rise in value in auctions, estate sales, and online collectible platforms. This demand is driven by both established collectors and newer hobbyists who want to invest in affordable but historically significant American coins. In terms of value, a circulated 1959 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark may sell for a few dollars at minimum, but higher quality circulated examples can go for significantly more depending on eye appeal and sharpness. Coins that show strong detail, good luster, or unique toning automatically attract higher bids. Exceptional circulated pieces can surprise sellers with competitive offers from collectors eager to complete their mid-century sets. Some rare variations, such as die misalignments, full steps details, or unusual toning, can push the value even higher. Although these top-tier examples are less common among circulated coins, they do exist, and discovering one can instantly turn an ordinary coin into a premium collectible. Collectors searching for long-term value are particularly drawn to coins like the 1959 nickel because they are still affordable to purchase while offering excellent growth potential. As more collectors enter the hobby, earlier year pieces such as this one become increasingly sought after, creating a rising market trend that continues year after year. If you are hunting for coins in your change, at markets, or from old family stashes, keep an eye out for the 1959 nickel. Even a dirty circulated example can be worth much more than its face value. A gentle cleaning is not recommended, but proper storage and protection can preserve its condition and enhance its future market appeal. For collectors, the best tip is to examine these coins carefully under good lighting. Look for strong details in Jefferson's hair, the steps of Monticello, and the boldness of the date. These areas determine whether your nickel stands above average circulated condition. Protect your finds with coin flips or airtight holders to maintain their value and prevent further wear. In conclusion, the 1959 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is a powerful example of how a simple vintage coin can hold impressive value and incredible collector demand. Its historical relevance, timeless design, and growing scarcity make it a standout piece in today's action market. Whether you are just starting your collection or expanding your set, this nickel remains a rewarding and potentially valuable discovery with strong appreciation potential in the years ahead. Next up, the Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel from 1963 without a mint mark. This coin, especially in very fine condition, has become a showstopper in today's auction markets. Collectors are paying strong prices, and demand continues rising every single year as people rediscover the uniqueness and hidden value of classic Jefferson nickels. The 1963 Jefferson nickel represents an important moment in U.S. coinage history, being one of the last full-metal nickel coins produced before the design upgrades and metal composition shifts of later decades. Without a mint mark, this coin was minted in Philadelphia, and that gives it a special charm for serious collectors who appreciate the purity and origin of pre-1964 U.S. nickel production. This period is considered a golden era for American circulation coinage. When we look at the background of the Jefferson nickel series, which began in 1938, we see a long lineage of coins honoring the third U.S. president, Thomas Jefferson. The Monticello building, Jefferson's famous home, appears on the reverse side, and has become one of the most iconic designs in U.S. numismatics. The 1963 issue sits proudly among these classics, standing out for its historic timing and impressive survival in quality grades. One of the most attractive features of the 1963 nickel is its clean and refined portrait of Jefferson. Even in very fine condition, the details of Jefferson's face, hair, and coat remain clear and appealing. The absence of a mint mark on the obverse also creates a minimalistic and balanced look, making the coin visually stunning and extremely collectible for those who value symmetry and classic American engraving. The Monticello building on the reverse is another highlight, with its architectural lines still visible and crisp in very fine grade. Collectors admire how the structure stands with strong character, representing American history and craftsmanship. When a 1963 nickel shows good clarity on the columns, dome, and steps, its premium and desirability skyrocket. What makes the 1963 no-mint mark nickel highly interesting is the combination of age, condition, and high demand. Coins from this era often went through heavy circulation, and many have become worn down or damaged. A very fine example with strong details and solid color stands out dramatically, placing it in an exclusive tier of collectibles that buyers actively compete for. The rarity of the 1963 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark becomes more evident when examining auction results. While millions were originally minted, very few survive today in attractive collectible condition. The pieces that remain well-preserved have become highly valued treasures. Collectors are constantly searching for these strong mid-century nickels because they recognize how difficult it is to find them free from corrosion, heavy wear, or environmental damage. Condition is everything in numismatics, and a very fine 1963 nickel shows the perfect balance between history and preservation. The coin still displays solid facial details on Jefferson, readable lettering, and an attractive natural color that speaks to its age. Even in circulated form, the coin carries a sense of vibrancy and authenticity, which makes it an excellent candidate for serious collections. Demand for pre-1964 Jefferson nickels has exploded recently as collectors look for affordable but meaningful classic U.S. coins. The 1963 issue is particularly strong in today's market because it represents the final chapter before the massive coinage changes of 1965. This historical placement alone gives it massive appeal, especially for collectors who appreciate transitional-era coins. In recent auctions and online marketplaces, the 1963 Jefferson nickel in very fine condition is showing excellent performance. Prices have climbed as more people begin searching for high-quality examples. Even circulated coins with sharp details are commanding attention, proving that the market recognizes the long-term potential of this classic nickel. Depending on the sharpness, strike, and overall visual appeal, a very fine 1963 Jefferson nickel can range from modest collector pricing up to significantly higher values when competing bidders drive the demand. Exceptional pieces, especially those with great color and strong detail, can attract serious offers from collectors who don't want to miss out on a standout specimen. One of the strongest points of this coin is its investment potential. As more collectors enter the hobby, and as mid-century U.S. coinage becomes more appreciated, coins like the 1963 nickel are gaining momentum. These coins are no longer viewed as simple pocket change history. They are now recognized as powerful artifacts with real monetary and collectible worth. For collectors who want to invest wisely, the key is to inspect the details. Look for well-defined hair strands on Jefferson, clear lettering, and strong Monticello lines. Even in very fine condition, these features can make a coin significantly more desirable. Always seek coins with natural color and minimal surface issues to secure long-term value. Another smart tip is to store the coin properly. Using protective holders or coin albums prevents damage and preserves the coin's value. Jefferson nickels respond very well to careful storage, and maintaining that rich natural look is essential to commanding strong offers on the market. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, adding a 1963 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in very fine condition is a powerful move. It enhances your collection with history, quality, and rising market value. The long-term demand for this pre-1964 issue is only getting stronger, and collectors who secure their pieces now are making a smart and rewarding decision. In conclusion, the Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel from 1963 without a mint mark stands as a truly valuable and highly demanded piece in today's auction environment. Its history, beauty, rarity, and strong market performance make it a coin that should never be overlooked. If you come across one in very fine condition, you are holding a treasure with real potential. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more rare coin discoveries that could make your collection shine. Next up, the 1954 Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel without a mint mark. This coin, even in its dirty condition, carries genuine authenticity, powerful history, and rising collector demand, making it a standout piece for anyone building a serious American coin collection. The story of the Jefferson nickel dates back to 1938, when it replaced the Buffalo nickel and introduced a completely new design inspired by Thomas Jefferson's legacy. By 1954, the coin had already become an American classic circulating widely across the nation during an era of booming growth and cultural transformation. Each 1954 nickel that survives today represents not just money, but a living connection to post-war America. The Philadelphia Mint produced the no-mint mark version of the 1954 Jefferson nickel, and this alone gives the coin a sense of simplicity and importance. The absence of a mint mark tells collectors exactly where the coin originated, and the Philadelphia strikes have always held a special place in numismatics because of their consistency and historical prestige. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag. Even in dirty condition, the strength of the design shines through, with Jefferson's profile still bold and dignified. The natural aging and darkened surfaces actually help highlight the original details, giving the coin a classical, untouched appearance that collectors value highly. The dirt adds character rather than subtracting value, showing its long journey through American history. The reverse of the coin proudly displays Monticello Jefferson's famous estate. Schlag's clean architectural style gives the coin elegance and structure, and even a dirty coin can reveal deep detail in the building's lines and columns. The natural patina enhances the sense of age, giving the coin a more dramatic, historic visual effect that modern collectors love. While the 1954 nickel had a sizable mintage, its survival rate in collectible condition has dropped significantly. Many were worn down, lost, destroyed, or heavily circulated. That makes each surviving coin, especially one with bold remaining detail, more desirable today. The dirty condition adds authenticity, proving it was never cleaned, polished, or altered, which is highly appreciated among serious collectors. Collectors increasingly look for mid-20th century Jefferson nickels because they represent a unique period of American history and are quickly gaining momentum in the collectible market. The 1954 Philadelphia strike has emerged as a favorite because it combines age, design quality, and rising scarcity. As older collections are broken apart or disappear, demand continues to climb. The market for vintage nickels is stronger than ever, with collectors constantly searching for original condition pieces. The dirty condition of this coin makes it even more genuine and appealing. Instead of weakness, the natural toning and surface marks signal originality, which can increase buyer interest. Collectors who appreciate untouched coins often pay premiums for pieces like this. When examining current market value, the 1954 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel performs impressively. Prices range depending on how much detail is still visible, but even circulated dirty condition examples can attract strong offers in the right marketplace. The demand is high because collectors love coins that show real history while remaining structurally sound with recognizable design elements. As collectors continue to build complete Jefferson nickel series, the 1954 coin becomes essential, especially for those who want every date and mint variation. The no-mint mark version is one of the cornerstones of the early to mid-1950s run, and its increasing scarcity pushes up demand every year. With more collectors entering the hobby, its future value potential remains very strong. If you own a 1954 Jefferson nickel, one of the best tips to maximize its value is to keep it exactly as it is. Do not clean it under any circumstance. Cleaning removes the natural patina and reduces collector value. Instead, store the coin safely in a protective holder where it can remain unharmed and continue aging naturally. Another powerful tip is to compare your coin under good lighting with high-quality reference photos. Even dirty coins can reveal mint errors, doubling, or die cracks that significantly increase value. Jefferson nickels from this era are known for occasional striking variations, which collectors chase eagerly. A simple inspection could reveal hidden value. This 1954 Jefferson nickel is more than just a coin. It is a piece of American history preserved through decades of circulation. Its portrait of Jefferson, its elegant Monticello design, and its natural, untouched dirty condition tell a powerful story of age and authenticity. Every mark and layer of patina celebrates the incredible journey it has taken since leaving the Philadelphia Mint over 70 years ago. In conclusion, the 1954 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel remains a high-demand collectible that grows more desirable each year. Its rich history, unique features, rising rarity, and strong market interest make it an excellent coin for collectors and investors alike. Whether you found it in change, inherited it, or have been holding it for years, this coin stands tall as a true treasure of American numismatics with powerful long-term value potential. Next up, the 1941 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is one of those classic American coins that continues to excite collectors around the world. And today we're diving deep into why this seemingly ordinary 5-cent piece has turned into a highly desirable treasure in today's action-packed coin market. In this video, we explore its powerful history, its unique attributes, and the reasons why collectors are paying impressive dollar amounts for well-preserved examples, especially those in very fine condition. To understand the true value of the 1941 nickel, we need to step back into the early 1940s, a time when World War II was reshaping economies, minting priorities, and metal supply across the globe. The Jefferson nickel series itself began only a few years earlier in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel with a modern design honoring America's third president, Thomas Jefferson. By 1941, the United States Mint in Philadelphia was working at full speed, and the coins produced that year carried no mint mark, as the Philadelphia Mint traditionally did not place a mint mark on nickels before 1980. This makes the no mint mark version a historically meaningful piece of pre-war American coinage. One of the standout features of the 1941 Jefferson nickel is its stunning and enduring design by sculptor Felix Schlag. The obverse showcases a sharp left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson with a bold appearance that reflects strength and leadership at a time of global uncertainty. The smooth edges of the portrait, the lifelike hair detail, and the precise rendering of Jefferson's features give the coin an elegant and timeless look that collectors continue to admire. On the reverse, we see the iconic Monticello building, Jefferson's legendary Virginia home, drawn with symmetry and classical detail. Schlag's Monticello design is more than architectural art. It symbolizes Jefferson's intellect, creativity, and his connection to American history. Coins from 1941 with a clear and detailed Monticello in very fine condition stand out even more because time and circulation often cause flattening and wear, making sharp examples highly coveted. A coin from 1941 that still has attractive color, a natural metal shine, and the visible contours of both the portrait and Monticello gains tremendous attention from collectors. In very fine condition, you can still see the major design lines, including Jefferson's cheek structure, hair waves, and good definition across the building. This makes a 1941 nickel that is circulated but well-preserved a perfect balance between affordability and rarity, creating massive demand in the modern market. While millions of these coins were minted, only a fraction survived over 80 years without serious damage, corrosion, or heavy wear. That scarcity, combined with the coin's historical context and its rising popularity among U.S. nickel collectors, has pushed the demand into a higher tier. Collectors today specifically chase clean, well-detailed, visually appealing very fine pieces because they represent the best possible examples without entering high-cost, uncirculated grades. The rarity becomes even more evident when looking at how many 1941 Philadelphia nickels remain original and attractive today. Many circulated heavily during wartime, passed through countless hands, and were exposed to harsh environments. So, when a collector comes across a very fine example with sharp detail and strong eye appeal, it immediately becomes a standout piece worthy of attention and premium value. In the active modern coin market, the 1941 Jefferson nickel has developed a strong presence. Demand has soared especially among beginner and advanced collectors alike who recognize that pre-war Jefferson nickels are becoming harder to find with each passing year. The combination of age, design, metal composition, and surviving condition makes the no mint mark variety a coin with a bright future in long-term value. The dollar value of the 1941 Jefferson nickel in very fine condition can reach surprisingly strong prices today. While common circulated examples may sit at modest levels, higher-grade circulated pieces with extra detail, smooth color, and minimal damage can bring elevated values among dedicated buyers. Collectors looking for strong additions to their Jefferson nickel sets are willing to pay impressive sums, and auction activity has shown that well-preserved pieces consistently outperform expectations. Some buyers treat this coin as a stepping stone to larger investments, knowing that the pre-war Jefferson nickels have shown steady value growth across the last decade. The upward trend suggests that attractive examples from 1941 could continue appreciating as the supply of clean circulated pieces continues to shrink. This has positioned the coin as a serious contender for collectors seeking gains in the future. For collectors who want to own one of these valuable 1941 nickels, the key is to look for examples with clear detail around Jefferson's face and the Monticello building. Avoid coins that are heavily scratched or worn flat. Even in circulated condition, a coin with strong detail offers premium visual appeal and makes the investment far more rewarding, both visually and financially. Another helpful tip is to store the coin properly once you acquire it. Even older circulated coins benefit from safe protection. A simple coin holder or a soft plastic flip keeps the nickel from further wear, preserving its collectible status and helping maintain its market value over time. A cared-for coin always performs better in the market, especially those with desirable eye appeal like this one. Collectors should also keep their eyes open for coins with natural toning, even in very fine condition. Toning gives the coin character and uniqueness, making it stand out from others and often increasing interest from buyers. A 1941 nickel with attractive color and balanced wear is exactly the type of piece that collectors enjoy chasing. In conclusion, the 1941 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark remains a powerful and attention-grabbing coin in today's collecting world. Its deep historical roots, stylish design, rising rarity, and strong market demand combine to give it tremendous value potential. For anyone looking to add an old American treasure to their collection, the 1941 nickel in very fine condition offers history, beauty, and real financial potential all in one remarkable coin. This is truly a piece of American coinage that continues to shine brighter every year. Next up, 1958. D. Monticello Jefferson nickel is one of those powerful coins that continues to rise in attention as collectors around the world rediscover just how special mid-century American nickels can be. Today's coin market is full of excitement, and this particular 5-cent piece, especially in very fine condition, has become a standout coin with strong demand and impressive value potential. In this video, we take you deep into the story of the 1958 D nickel and explore exactly why this coin is turning heads in auctions and collections everywhere. To understand the importance of this coin, we need to step into the late 1950s, a time when America was booming economically and entering a new era of design, technology, and production. The Jefferson nickel series itself had already become a beloved part of United States coinage since its introduction in 1938. By 1958, the Denver Mint was producing millions of nickels, each carrying the iconic D mint mark that signifies its origin. But only a fraction of those coins survive today in collectible condition, making the 1958 D nickel one of the shining highlights for those who appreciate coins from this dynamic period. The design of the 1958 D Jefferson nickel remains timeless and continues to impress collectors of all experience levels. On the obverse, we see the strong and confident portrait of Thomas Jefferson, created by designer Felix Schlag. His design captures Jefferson's character with impressive detail in his hair, cheekbones, and clothing, and these elements in very fine condition still stand out beautifully even after decades of circulation. The reverse of the coin is just as captivating, showcasing the famous Monticello building, Jefferson's historic home in Virginia. The building is presented in a classical architectural style, complete with sharp steps, columns, and the detailed dome. On a well-preserved 1958 D nickel, those Monticello details remain highly visible, giving the coin a crisp and attractive appearance that collectors immediately notice. The D mint mark on the reverse of the coin, placed to the right of the Monticello building, is one of the defining features that makes this coin special. It adds not only minting identity but collector importance, as Denver-minted Jefferson nickels from the 1950s have become increasingly desired in recent years. Coins with clear mint marks and strong detail always gain extra attention in today's fast-moving market. A 1958 D Jefferson nickel in very fine condition shows a beautiful balance of age and preservation. The coin still retains good texture, sharp design lines, and natural metallic color, giving it a pleasing visual appeal that makes it stand out from lower-grade circulated pieces. Collectors actively search for coins that present this clear structure, and the 1958 D nickel continues to rise in demand for this very reason. One of the reasons this coin is becoming more rare in attractive grades is simply time. Many 1958 D nickels spent decades in circulation, passing from hand to hand, and were eventually lost, damaged, or worn down. Very few coins survived with enough detail to be considered collectible today, and this shrinking supply has turned the 1958 D nickel into a rising star in the modern numismatic community. Collectors today recognize the potential of mid-century U.S. nickels, and that has pushed the 1958 D variety into a much higher level of demand. This is especially true for pieces with strong steps, clear lettering, and smooth color. With more people building complete Jefferson nickel sets, the competition for coins from the 1950s has noticeably increased, creating stronger market energy around the 1958 D nickel in particular. In today's active coin market, the 1958 D Monticello nickel has shown impressive performance in auctions and private sales. Even very fine condition coins can command eye-opening prices because of their age, design appeal, and rising scarcity. Many collectors and investors look at this coin as a smart addition to their portfolios because of its historically steady value growth and its strong long-term potential. The current dollar value for the 1958 D nickel varies based on eye appeal, sharpness, and surface quality, but very fine pieces consistently perform well. While common circulated examples remain modest in price, coins in very fine condition with bright metal tone and clear design features can reach significantly higher values. Some collectors are even willing to pay premium amounts for coins that show exceptional detail in the Monticello steps and Jefferson's portrait. As values continue to rise across the Jefferson nickel series, collectors are becoming more selective, which only boosts demand for well-preserved 1958 D examples. Many enthusiasts believe this coin has room to grow even further, especially as more collectors enter the market and supplies of clean, attractive coins slowly decrease. The long-term outlook for this coin remains very positive. For collectors who want to add a 1958 D Jefferson nickel to their collection, it's important to look closely at the main design areas. Focus on finding a coin with strong detail in the hair, lettering, and Monticello building. Even in very fine condition, these features should remain bold and easy to identify. A coin with this level of clarity will always be more appealing and more valuable to serious collectors. Proper storage is also essential once you acquire this coin. Even though it is already decades old, keeping the nickel in a safe coin holder or protective flip helps maintain its condition and preserve its market value. A coin that remains visually appealing over time will always attract more interest, especially in a competitive market like the one we see today. In conclusion, the 1958 D Jefferson nickel stands as a remarkable piece of American history, a beautifully designed coin, and a powerful performer in today's collector market. Its combination of age, design charm, rarity and high grades, and strong demand give it significant value potential. For collectors looking to invest in a coin with a bright future, impressive appeal, and consistent market strength, the 1958 D Jefferson nickel in very fine condition is an excellent choice. This is a coin that truly represents the beauty of U.S. numismatics and continues to shine with every passing year. Next up, the 1975 D Monticello Jefferson nickel is one of those exciting coins that continues to gain a strong presence in today's fast-moving coin market, and collectors are taking notice more than ever before. Even in circulated condition, this coin has become a standout piece because of its increasing rarity, its link to an important era in American minting, and its growing value potential. In this video, we dive deep into why the 1975 D nickel has transformed into a must-have collectible and why so many enthusiasts consider it a hidden gem worth far more than its face value. To understand the strength of this coin, we must look back at the mid-1970s, a fascinating period in American coinage history. The Jefferson nickel series had already been in circulation since 1938, and by 1975, it had become one of the most familiar coins in everyday life. But behind the scenes, the United States Mint was preparing for major changes, including the upcoming bicentennial celebrations, rising production needs, and new collectors entering the hobby. The Denver Mint, responsible for the D Mint mark on this coin, played a crucial role in meeting those demands, producing millions of nickels that would eventually become part of American history. The 1975 D. Jefferson nickel features the classic and respected Felix Schlag design, which has become one of the most iconic designs in U.S. circulating coinage. On the obverse, Thomas Jefferson's portrait stands boldly, with fine details across his hair, cheek, and clothing. Even in circulated condition, the portrait retains a strong presence, symbolizing American leadership, heritage, and resilience throughout the decades. On the reverse, the majestic Monticello building appears with its classical architectural elegance. The symmetry, the steps, the columns, and the roof lines all come together to create a design that collectors always appreciate. Coins from 1975 that still show visible Monticello details, even after years of circulation, gain immediate recognition among collectors who value sharpness and structure. The D. Mint mark is another feature that gives the 1975 Denver nickel its collector appeal. Positioned to the right of the Monticello building, this small letter adds significant identity to the coin and sets it apart from its Philadelphia counterpart. Over time, many 1975 D nickels have faded from circulation, making surviving pieces more desirable in the collecting world. Although circulated, the 1975 D nickel still holds strong visual charm when preserved well. Coins with natural color, balanced wear, and clear lettering often stand out from heavily worn examples. These well-kept circulated coins are exactly what collectors chase today, because they offer the history of circulation yet maintain enough detail to be highly collectible and valuable. The rarity of this coin becomes more noticeable when we consider how few 1975 D nickels remain in attractive condition. Many were used daily for decades, exposed to pockets, weather, machines, and circulation demands. Those that survived with appealing surfaces and readable design elements are now becoming harder to find, creating a surge in market demand and value. Collectors today recognize the rising popularity of 1970s U.S. coins, and the 1975 D. Jefferson nickel is benefiting from that trend. Younger collectors especially appreciate the vintage look, the historical significance, and the growing scarcity of circulated pieces with good detail. As more people attempt to complete Jefferson nickel sets, the 1975 D is becoming a stronger target, increasing its desirability. In today's action-packed coin market, prices for the 1975 D nickel have shown noticeable growth. Even circulated pieces can attract impressive attention, especially when they stand out in color and clarity compared to typical worn examples. Auctions, estate finds, and private sales continue to showcase the strong performance of well-preserved 1975 D coins, proving their rising value. The current market value in dollars for the 1975 D. Jefferson nickel depends greatly on the sharpness of its details, eye appeal, and preservation. While common circulated examples might appear modest at first glance, better-looking circulated pieces can command higher-than-expected prices. Many collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins that show strong rim definition, legible lettering, and visible Monticello structure, making this coin a positive investment for hobbyists. With growing interest in vintage U.S. coins and increasing competition among collectors, the 1975 D nickel continues to shine brighter each year. The long-term outlook for this coin is extremely promising, as collectors focus more on pre-1980 series coins and the supply of high-appeal, circulated examples becomes narrower. Its age, charm, and historical place in the series give it excellent potential for future appreciation. For collectors seeking the best circulated examples, the focus should be on coins that show balanced wear with no major scratches or dents. A coin that has clean surfaces and strong core design elements will always stand out in a collection. Even in circulated condition, a well-chosen 1975 D nickel can look incredibly appealing and offer significant long-term value. It's also helpful to store your circulated 1975 D nickel in a safe coin holder once acquired. Even circulated coins benefit from proper protection, which prevents further wear and maintains the coin's collectible status. A well-preserved coin not only looks better but can also sell for more, especially as collector demand continues to rise. In conclusion, the 1975 D. Monticello Jefferson nickel is a powerful and highly desirable coin in today's collector market. Its rich history, iconic design, rising rarity, and and strong market activity make it a standout piece worth adding to any collection. Even in circulated condition, this coin offers tremendous potential, both as a collectible treasure and a valuable asset. For anyone looking to invest in vintage American coinage with a bright future, the 1975 D. Jefferson nickel is a truly impressive choice that continues to grow in recognition and value year after year. The 1975 D. Monticello Jefferson nickel is one of those exciting coins that continues to gain a strong presence in today's fast-moving coin market, and collectors are taking notice more than ever before. Even in circulated condition, this coin has become a standout piece because of its increasing rarity, its link to an important era in American minting, and its growing value potential. In this video, we dive deep into why the 1975 D nickel has transformed into a must-have collectible and why so many enthusiasts consider it a hidden gem worth far more than its face value. To understand the strength of this coin, we must look back at the mid-1970s, a fascinating period in American coinage history. The Jefferson nickel series had already been in circulation since 1938, and by 1975, it had become one of the most familiar coins in everyday life. But behind the scenes, the United States Mint was preparing for major changes, including the upcoming bicentennial celebrations, rising production needs, and new collectors entering the hobby. The Denver Mint, responsible for the D Mint mark on this coin, played a crucial role in meeting those demands, producing millions of nickels that would eventually become part of American history. The 1975 D. Jefferson nickel features the classic and respected Felix Schlag design, which has become one of the most iconic designs in U.S. circulating coinage. On the obverse, Thomas Jefferson's portrait stands boldly, with fine details across his hair, cheek, and clothing. Even in circulated condition, the portrait retains a strong presence, symbolizing American leadership, heritage, and resilience throughout the decades. On the reverse, the majestic Monticello building appears with its classical architectural elegance. The symmetry, the steps, the columns, and the roof lines all come together to create a design that collectors always appreciate. Coins from 1975 that still show visible Monticello details, even after years of circulation, gain immediate recognition among collectors who value sharpness and structure. The D Mint mark is another feature that gives the 1975 Denver nickel its collector appeal. Positioned to the right of the Monticello building, this small letter adds significant identity to the coin and sets it apart from its Philadelphia counterpart. Over time, many 1975 D nickels have faded from circulation, making surviving pieces more desirable in the collecting world. Although circulated, the 1975 D nickel still holds strong visual charm when preserved well. Coins with natural color, balanced wear, and clear lettering often stand out from heavily worn examples. These well-kept circulated coins are exactly what collectors chase today, because they offer the history of circulation yet maintain enough detail to be highly collectible and valuable. The rarity of this coin becomes more noticeable when we consider how few 1975 D nickels remain in attractive condition. Many were used daily for decades, exposed to pockets, weather, machines, and circulation demands. Those that survived with appealing surfaces and readable design elements are now becoming harder to find, creating a surge in market demand and value. Collectors today recognize the rising popularity of 1970s U.S. coins, and the 1975 D. Jefferson nickel is benefiting from that trend. Younger collectors especially appreciate the vintage look, the historical significance, and the growing scarcity of circulated pieces with good detail. As more people attempt to complete Jefferson nickel sets, the 1975 D is becoming a stronger target, increasing its desirability. In today's action-packed coin market, prices for the 1975 D nickel have shown noticeable growth. Even circulated pieces can attract impressive attention, especially when they stand out in color and clarity compared to typical worn examples. Auctions, estate finds, and private sales continue to showcase the strong performance of well-preserved 1975 D coins, proving their rising value. The current market value in dollars for the 1975 D. Jefferson nickel depends greatly on the sharpness of its details, eye appeal, and preservation. While common circulated examples might appear modest at first glance, better-looking circulated pieces can command higher than expected prices. Many collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins that show strong rim definition, legible lettering, and visible Monticello structure, making this coin a positive investment for hobbyists. With growing interest in vintage U.S. coins and increasing competition among collectors, the 1975 D nickel continues to shine brighter each year. The long-term outlook for this coin is extremely promising, as collectors focus more on pre-1980 series coins and the supply of high-appeal, circulated examples becomes narrower. Its age, charm, and historical place in the series give it excellent potential for future appreciation. For collectors seeking the best circulated examples, the focus should be on coins that show balanced wear with no major scratches or dents. A coin that has clean surfaces and strong core design elements will always stand out in a collection. Even in circulated condition, a well-chosen 1975 D nickel can look incredibly appealing and offer significant long-term value. It's also helpful to store your circulated 1975 D nickel in a safe coin holder once acquired. Even circulated coins benefit from proper protection, which prevents further wear and maintains the coin's collectible status. A well-preserved coin not only looks better but can also sell for more, especially as collector demand continues to rise. In conclusion, the 1975 D Monticello Jefferson nickel is a powerful and highly desirable coin in today's collector market. Its rich history, iconic design, rising rarity, and strong market activity make it a standout piece worth adding to any collection. Even in circulated condition, this coin offers tremendous potential, both as a collectible treasure and a valuable asset. For anyone looking to invest in vintage American coinage with a bright future, the 1975 D Jefferson nickel is a truly impressive choice that continues to grow in recognition and value year after year.